Breaking news. Sadly, there are no new episodes of Chicago Fire coming in 2025, but NBC has confirmed when Season 14 will resume. If the last episode of Chicago Fire left you wanting more, the writers did their jobs successfully. Although just 7 episodes have aired since the Season 14 premiere on October 1st, the 7th episode was designed to serve as the show's fall finale. That's right, after just 7 episodes, Chicago Fire has reached the end of its run for the fall and will be taking the rest of 2025 off. There will be no new episode of Chicago Fire or any of the One Chicago shows in the final weeks of the year, with NBC sending the shows onto what will be a 7-week break. The good news is that Season 14 of Chicago Fire will premiere at the beginning of the new year. NBC has confirmed that Chicago Fire will return on Wednesday, January 7th, 2026 at September 8th, saving fans from having to wait weeks into the new year. This implies that all we need to do is make it through fall break before we can finally learn what will happen to our favorite first responders at Firehouse 51. Chicago Fire has a lot of questions to answer when it returns in January. When Chicago Fire finally returns on January 7th, the show has a lot of questions to answer. The biggest question on the minds of fans is whether Severide and Van Meter will safely get out of the apartment fire they found themselves trapped in as the fall finale came to a close. We feel confident that Severide will make it out alive, but we're definitely worried about Van Meter given the final shot of him we see in the winter premiere promo. In addition to the question of whether the premiere will bring about a death, we also are wondering what will happen to Mouch after Annette Davis. The Chicago mayor's chief of staff told Chief Pascal, Engine 51 was set to be decommissioned as part of ongoing budget cuts in the CFD. We can't imagine Mouch is about to be let go from the CFD, but if Engine 51 is taken out of commission we worry he could be about to be transferred to a house in need of a lieutenant or forced to make a difficult decision about his future at 51. We're also eager to see how Sal will deal with the fallout of his father making parole unexpectedly. The news rocked Sal in the fall finale, and we're sure there is going to be more fallout in the premiere as he comes to terms with his father's release and searches for answers about how he managed to secure an early release. Of course, those are just the biggest storylines the finale left us to think about. There are so many more storylines we can't wait to see continue to develop as Season 14 resumes in the new year. And we'll be counting down the days until that first new episode of 2026 arrives on January 7th. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my sister wives to our channel and stay with TS.